I was born and raised in Uganda. If you asked anybody, in fact, growing up, there was such a big stigma about Banda as one of the largest slums in the country. Bad water, crime, alcoholism, and all kinds of bad things. As a young boy, I was very afraid to tell people where I lived. For a very long time, that actually had a huge impact in my self-esteem because I was never proud of my home. In 2005, I lost my father to a heart disease, and my father had worked so hard to take us to school. In that moment, when I lost my father, everything changed. I could no longer go to school. He was the sole provider. For as long as I remember, we lived off $1.50 every single day. I was involved in a project, NGY-GCE, that was sponsored by the US state government. Well, there was an Africa-wide competition. I got selected as the finalist, went to New York City for my first time in 2011. Fascinating experience. Got on a plane for my first time. I remember getting to Connecticut and GPS on the car was speaking. I was so fascinated, and I went back home, told my mother, "Mom, in America, I saw cars that speak." But because that trip was sponsored by the US state government, it now opened fascinating doors for me to America. And when I finished high school, couldn't go to college, I was out volunteering at an orphanage. We had missionaries from Memphis come visit the orphanage. They met me, they asked me, "Joe, what do you want to do?" I said, "I want to be an architect." Well, I didn't know that one of them, Rusty Bloodworth, who later became my mentor, was a practicing architect. He had been a very successful architect for 50 years. And out of his relationships with people out of Memphis, several people came together and literally put over $200,000 together to take me through undergraduate. Coming to a world-class institution to get your master's in architecture not only creates opportunities to learn and challenge yourself, but I also believe that whoever is given much, much is expected out of them. I've been working on the orphanage that I actually used to be a part of in Uganda. I went to Scott Marble, the chair of the architecture program, and I said, "Hey, there's this opportunity to help this community 8,000 miles away, and to really think about how do we advance the idea that Georgia Tech is a global institution and it's training global practitioners." To me, that was the main reason why I came to Georgia Tech, that I knew because of the plethora of people who are here from all over the world, there's an opportunity to change communities beyond broad reach, beyond where internet can't reach. We ended up actually creating a design class, a design seminar that I'm now teaching, that has spent the whole semester master planning this small community and the orphanage and designing dwelling units for the orphans in that school. The story of my time at Georgia Tech, before Georgia Tech, in the slum, in America, and the work that I'm doing now has been a plethora of so many people along the way who've believed in me, who've said yes, who've given me rides, who've said, "Joe, would you come and dine with us?" They said, "Joe, yes, we can help you with this." It's a story, I don't think it's my own story. It's a story that is shared by so many champions that have come along the way. I'm excited, I'm nervous a little bit, but it's been really a wonderful journey, and I think it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning.